MSUTV is on the air, bringing you the best student-produced educational, entertaining, and informative programming. Broadcasting out of Breckenridge Hall on the campus of Morehead State University, MSUTV is signing on.
You miss us? I know it's been a couple weeks.
Welcome
Good evening.
Back.
Another second episode of Kaleidoscope. I'm co-host Matt Johnson.
And my name is Kamia Hervey.
And today we're talking homecoming and arts. So sit back, tune into the second episode. We'll be right back at this commercial.
For students pursuing a career in the medical health field, come check out the new MSU Share Building. The Share Building is located right below St. Clair Hospital on Fleming Avenue. This building will offer students the chance to further their understanding of medical health and prepare them for a future with state-of-the-art hands-on classes.
Claypool Young Art Gallery, located in the center of campus, offers a wide variety of art pieces from various contemporary artists in America. Exhibitions rotate approximately once a month and also host art pieces created by Morehead State University students, allowing art majors to experience the learning process of showcasing their art. Claypool Young Art Gallery. Come on over today and be inspired by aspiring MSU artists.
Welcome back. We're here with our first guest, Ms. Julia Brodsky. Hi.
How are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
Good.
So you just right, you're the student coordinator, right?
Yes, I'm the student activities coordinator for the student programming board.
And how'd you get here to Morehead?
Well, I'm actually from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I just got my master's in higher education. So I applied for some jobs looking to work at a small rural campus similar to Morehead, and here I am.
So far, you like it so far?
I like it so far, yeah. A little bit of culture shock because I'm not from the South.
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge, small town. You really got to get used to it. It's real.
So what's your job like?
My job is pretty fun, I must admit. I mean, I get to schedule all the fun activities that happen on campus.
It's like
anything.
It's like a hobby then.
It
not
is.
a job. Okay.
Right, yeah.
I like those.
Yeah, so I do a lot of the major events on campus and some of the smaller ones, and I also help with a lot of the homecoming. That's one of my big duties in my job. But I also have 5 student coordinators that help me out with doing the activities on campus.
So with homecoming coming up, what's some of the activities we have going on this year for homecoming?
Sure. We have a few new ones and some of the old ones. We got a nice mix of traditions. We have a pep rally that'll be in Jane Stadium on Monday of homecoming week on the 22nd. There'll be an introduction of the teams that will be playing that week, but also a new little thing is we're introducing the homecoming court for the whole campus to see who's on homecoming this year. We're also having a new activity called Spirit Olympics.
Ooh.
What is that?
Yeah, so this year we're having any registered student organization. They need to have 5 students to sign up. There's a link online on the student activities website, and there'll be some fun little games, and if you win, there's some prizes and some little incentives associated with that. So along with that, that'll be that Monday. That's the new stuff we have going on. There's also the drag show on Tuesday, the comedian on Wednesday. Yeah. Comedian on Wednesday. Thursday, obviously, there's the parade, Nearly Naked Mile, the street signs, all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of stuff for students to get involved in this year.
I'm just wiped away. I'm just sitting here just looking at you. I'm so excited for homecoming.
Yeah.
I'm excited. It's fall time. It's just good football weather. Hopefully get that big win. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Really am.
Yeah.
And too, I'll actually be part of it this year, so I am definitely excited.
Awesome. Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot going on for students this year in homecoming. But one of the things, I mean, I'm brand new. I just started about 5 weeks ago. And so with Student Programming Board, what we're really looking for is whatever students really want, whatever they're looking for, email me. I can, put my information up, look on the Student Activities website. We want to bring events to campus that students want. So that's my big thing.
5 weeks. How pressured do you feel to have to just do all this coordinating to do this event? Do you feel pressure to make sure it runs smoothly, or do you feel good about it?
A little bit of pressure. I'm a multitasker, so
you're perfect for the job.
This is
I
going
know
well.
what they hired you for.
Yeah, but I have a lot of help within the student activities. The entire department's really been helping out with everything, which is really nice to transition into.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we welcome the best. We welcome.
We welcome you
Thank
to
you.
Morehead State University.
Thank
We're
you
excited
so
to have
Hopefully see you for a
you.
while.
Yeah. So thanks so much for having me and letting me kind of let the students know what's going on. And we're really excited for homecoming. So we hope that everyone's able to come and join us for all the activities going on.
Well, we're about to go on a commercial break. We'll be right back after these messages.
Do you wish there was somewhere you could go for all your university-related purchases? Did you know that there is? The University Bookstore, located on the first floor of ADUC, has all of your answers. They have school supplies, art supplies, university apparel, and of course, textbooks. Be sure to stop by and visit the University Bookstore today. Morehead State University's new state-of-the-art Recreation and Wellness Center offers you the opportunity to get in shape. Come enjoy our track overlooking the basketball courts, or take our bikes, ellipticals, treadmills, Stairmasters, and other cardio machines for a spin to help you break a sweat. And once you've worked up and breathing, pump some iron down in our weight room. Come visit MSU's new Recreation Wellness Center, open 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. on weekdays today.
We're with our second guest, Ms. Kenna Allen. Welcome to the show. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thank you for welcoming me. I'm glad to be here. I am the coordinator for alumni and constituent relations here on campus. I've been the coordinator now for 3 years, so I get the privilege and honor of working with all of our alumni for Morehead State. I actually am the 43rd person on my dad's side of the family to attend and graduate from Morehead State. So working with the alumni for me is almost working like family. So I'm very excited to be able to work with our regional alumni receptions and then also homecoming and gala. Anytime we have a group of alumni together on campus or off campus, our office is involved in some form or fashion.
Okay, so what can we expect from the alumni this year?
Well, for homecoming, we've got a lot going on, as always. I know you had Miss Julia on here beforehand, and she spoke to a little bit of the things, or some of the events that alumni are involved in. We do have a lot of dual events, so students and alumni actually get to interact. One of those is obviously the parade on Thursday night downtown, so that's always a great event where it involves the community as well. And then on Thursday night, we also have the Nearly Naked Mile, which is put on by the Student Alumni Ambassadors, kind of our right arm student group to the Alumni Association. They work all of our alumni receptions, so we have a student face there at every alumni event. And they put on the Nearly Naked Mile, which is a coat drive for the local charities here in Morehead. We donate those to the Round County Youth Services Center. And so our students get to actually run nearly naked around campus. Of course, they have to wear clothing. Clothing is required. But it's an exciting way for them to understand by running in their skivvies what it's like to be a student or an adult in the winter without a coat. And then they donate the coats. We donate the coats that we collect to the Round County Youth Services Center. So that's a lot of fun that we've started. This is our 5th year. And then on Friday morning, we'll have the memorial brick ceremony, which will be in honor of all those staff members and faculty members that we've lost over the last year. And then we have a legacy luncheon that will be taking place to honor the 125th anniversary Eagles. That we are, anybody who's been influential over the 125 years that Morehead State has been in existence. And of course, we are celebrating our 125 years, or 125th anniversary. So we've got a lot of kind of 125th aspects to many of the events that we're doing. The Legacy Luncheon will honor all of those individuals. And then we will also have, I'm trying to think, the next event will be a 50th class reunion for the class of 1962.
Ooh.
So that'll be exciting to have some of our older alumni come back and actually get to see the changes that campus has inquired over the last years. And then that evening we'll have an all-alumni welcome reception, which will be in ADUC on the 3rd floor from 5 to 7. And that will be for any alumni to come, and we'll have an hors d'oeuvres and wine reception for them to come and enjoy. And then we'll have the Hall of Fame banquet, which will honor Alumni and Athletic Hall of Fame, and the Founders Award will be presented there as well. And then at Buffalo Wild Wings that night, one of our very own alumni, Joey Wagner, who owns a bar in Louisville, will be coming to town and setting up a DJ booth there, and we'll have an outside bar and inside bar, and have just a big homecoming kickoff event. And into Saturday, we'll have the tailgate that morning, and Smith Booth Hall, the Space Science Center, will actually be named as well, so we'll be honoring some of our alumni who've come back and donated to us to be able to name that hall and fund that program. And then the game, of course, and the crowning of the homecoming king and queen, and on to, of course, the individual receptions that'll be going on for different organizations across campus. There'll be many individual organizations. So
Homecoming, it's going to be phenomenal.
It's going to be a lot.
I can't not wait. But that's all the time we have for this. We'll go on commercial. We'll be right back.
All that we are is the result of what we have thought. The mind is everything. What we think, we become. I'm Tony Hobbs, host of MSPR's new show, Good Vibes. Each week, I'll be sifting through hours of material to bring you the best in adult alternative music. You can expect to hear from bands such as Coldplay, Mumford & Sons, The Kicks, and much more. Good Vibes, Mondays from 7 to 10 p.m. on Morehead State Public Radio.
We're back. Like we said at the beginning of the show, first part we was talking homecoming, now we're talking arts. And we have a professor from the arts building, which I've heard just amazing things. People said you're an art genius, I was told.
Wow, that's a very nice compliment. Thank you very much, man.
Can you tell us a little about yourself?
Okay, I am originally from Jamaica. I left there when I was 8 years old and then moved to New York. Lived in Brooklyn and Queens, New York, for the most part. I lived in Brooklyn right around Flatbush Avenue, basically. It's like the hub of that area, essentially. In Queens, I lived right around Hollis Avenue. And that was a pretty neat area there, too.
And so you was born in Jamaica, but you grew up in Queens.
Grew up in Queens and Brooklyn, exactly.
How was it different from Jamaica, the transition from Jamaica to Queens, New York?
I would say the first thing that I saw when I got off the plane was snow. So that was really interesting because there's not a lot of snow in Jamaica, basically. So that was in itself a really exciting moment. So I would say environments are different. A lot more people. And a lot more activity, essentially.
So we go to Jamaica, to the Big Apple, to here in Morehead, Kentucky. How do you make that move?
Fortunately for me, someone who used to work at Morehead was a professor of mine at the Savannah College of Art and Design. And she said, hey, it's graphic design on the computer. That's a big thing right now. And you know how to do it. So I was like, okay, that's interesting. Please tell me more. And she said, there's a position that's going to be opening up. at MSU pretty soon. I think you should apply for it. That might be a good idea, you know. So I was like, okay. And before I graduated from Savannah, I got an opportunity to interview for the position here. That was in 1994, basically. And luckily for me, I got it. And I've been here ever since.
1994. How do you like Moorhead?
Moorhead's great. I went to St. Lawrence University for my undergraduate, and it's just like Moorhead. It's in upstate New York, pretty rural, so I'm used to the smaller town atmosphere, you know, that I have here in Moorhead. So not a big change for me with that.
So when it comes to graphic design, like what really is graphic design? I really don't.
Well, graphic design is essentially everywhere for us. You know, we see it in our stores. We see it in our apparel. You know, lots of the mall. It's everywhere essentially. So it's the type of feel that if a student gets into it, there are a lot of different areas or avenues for them to succeed, if I can say it that way. There's work as a graphic designer. There's work as maybe doing credits for different productions, you know, television, radio, so on and so forth. We've had a couple students graduate and actually get positions in pretty good places. I remember one student who works at I think she still works there, WHAS in Louisville, Kentucky. She does broadcast graphics for them, which is kind of cool. It's a field that allows students to still be creative while fulfilling a need and a purpose, essentially.
Okay. So what were some of your aspirations to become a graphic designer? Was it always a dream of yours?
Well, I would say my environment influenced me, especially in New York. There's a lot of stuff to see, especially graffiti. That's what I was kind of exposed to when I lived in New York, and that was fun for me. I love looking at the art on the walls. I love looking at the moving art, basically on subway trains. You know, so that kind of piqued my interest. I've always liked to draw and kind of doodle and all of that type of stuff, but I think the experience in New York actually solidified it for me.
Okay.
When it comes to graphic design, do you think is it a particular market like New York? Is that be the best place to go if you was trying to go like on and beyond?
I would say as a student who's going to graduate just like right now, it would be better for them to go to a larger market because you would get more experience essentially. There are bigger agencies in larger markets. Not to say that Lexington and Louisville and Cincinnati aren't large markets, but
let's go right for the big city.
If you're going to go for it, go for the gusto. You know, try to go to the best place. Basically, there, New York, Chicago. You know, larger cities, basically. Yeah.
Definitely agree.
Thank you, Mr. Gold. That was very informative. We're going to this commercial. We'll be right back.
Seven, 7838747.
Who are you? Need a ride?
Need a ride? Next time, call the MSU van, 783-8747. We're happy to help.
You know we had to come back and talk about art. That was just so informative, so interesting. Now we have a student from the art department, Carly Saunders. Tell us a little about yourself.
Well, I help with the programming in the art gallery in the art department. I'm a sophomore, so I did this last year also. But we have a lot of stuff going on. There's so much to do. You should never be bored on campus because there's always something in the art gallery. But we have a new upcoming exhibit, October 24th to November 20th, and it's New Country, Ruralism in Contemporary Art. Then we have a visiting artist, Courtney Kessel. She does sculpture. Then we have, the annual Halloween costume contest, as I'm sure everyone's heard. the Rocky Horror Picture Show, which is all on October 31st. And then we're hosting the annual Art and Craft Bazaar, which is open to all students on campus. You don't have to be an art student. That's November 29th and 30th. You come and you can sell your work. You get 100% of the profit, and there's no booth fee. So
It's cool. It's awesome. So when you were younger, did you always want to be an art major?
I didn't. I wasn't sure at first, but as I grew up, I started to drift more that way. And then under Jennifer Rice, I've been doing a lot of gallery work, a lot of programming, more towards the administrative side. But I think art is a very important aspect in almost everything, and it just happened to fall into what I find most appealing.
So you take this art degree, and where do we go off with it?
You can go anywhere.
No, you personally, what do you want?
What do I want to do? Oh, I have no idea. But probably something administrative-wise, or it'd be nice to add in some international studies in that.
So what type of art do you do?
Right now I'm doing a bunch of everything, drawing, painting, photography, dabbing in there with the graphic design, helping out with the art department with, promoting all these events. So
Look, I got a question for you. I've been wanting to know it for a long time. I walk past the art building every day. I've always just wondered, what if you have no talent to art? Is it possible to go in there and pick up on this?
Oh yeah, you should
drawing,
come in and take an elective. There's so many mediums to play with. I promise there's something there for
It's
you.
possible.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was just like a talent. Either have it, you don't have it.
Oh, no.
It's possible. I go in there, pick a pencil up, and I want to draw somebody.
You have to work
Not a
at
stick
it.
person. Not a stick person.
Like
Detail
actual art.
Explore.
Is it possible?
You can explore and figure out what's best for you, what you have a passion for.
How are the professors like? Do they work with you?
Oh yes, they're wonderful. It's gotten to the point now where you're not working like under them. You're working alongside them. They're helping you along the way, and they're there for you 24/7. So there's always an art professor in the building. Us as art students, we can be there till 3 a.m. I guarantee you there will be an art professor
3
there.
a.m.
Oh, yeah.
Just studying
What do
your
you
craft.
do till 3 a.m.?
Working on
That's some
projects.
That's passion.
Okay. That's amazing. That is real passion right there. So you are planning on going to grad school?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Probably
what do you want to
design school.
specialize in?
I haven't decided yet. Since I'm a sophomore, I'm gonna figure that out along the way. But I definitely want to go to design school. Not sure what I want to specialize in.
Definitely. You should definitely go for it. I'm already excited for you.
Thank you.
You should go for it. Wow. So are you from Moorhead?
Oh no, before Moorhead I was in Berea, Kentucky, which is also a very artsy type of area. And Moorhead is wonderful. They have a wonderful art department. I think one of the best in the state. So I decided to come here.
Oh, so you were one of the students that actually chose Moorhead for their school, not just like, oh, okay, Moorhead presented itself, let me just go. So you actually wanted to attend Moorhead University.
Yeah.
So real quick, you said this is a great art department, probably the best in the state, right?
Right.
What makes it the best?
I think it's a combination of the professors, the materials we have available to us, all the different classes that we can choose from, all the different events. There's always something to do all the time.
Students, you heard that. I don't want to hear you say you're bored again. No. No way, no how. Art buildings open at 3 a.m. for students going there and just exert what they're doing. But we got to go to commercial. I know it's going. We'll be right back.
At the Moorhead State University Recreation and Wellness Center, have the time of your life getting in shape. Free of charge to all students.
Claypool Young Art Gallery, located in the center of campus, offers a wide variety of art pieces from various contemporary artists in America. Exhibitions rotate approximately once a month and also hosts art pieces created by Moorhead State University students, allowing art majors to experience the learning process of showcasing their art. Claypool Young Art Gallery. Come on over today and be inspired by aspiring MSU artists.
Welcome back. My name is Kenya, and we are in our health portion of the show today, and we are going to be covering breast cancer. It is October, and we all know it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and many people know it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and they do the relays, they do the walks, but many people don't really know what is breast cancer and what it is. So we're just going to touch on certain things on what it is, how to be treated for it, your little, every little detail that I can possibly cover in this time period. So breast cancer starts in the tissue of your breast. There are two main types that are affiliated with breast cancer. There are the ductal carcinoma and tubes, ducts, that move from the breast to the nipple. Most breast cancers are of this type. Then there are the lobular carcinoma, and it starts in the part of the breast called lobules that produce the milk. So, and there are some rare cases where the breast cancer can start in other parts of the breast, but very rare. You won't really find that as much. So breast cancer can be both invasive and it can also be non-invasive. What you mean by invasive is basically when it's invasive, it has spread from the milk duct or lobule to the other tissues in the breast. Non-invasive basically means that it has not yet invaded any other part of your breast tissue. And non-invasive also is considered as the in situ. So ductal carcinoma in situ, which is also known as the DCIS, or intraductal carcinoma, is breast cancer in the lining of the milk ducts that has not yet invaded nearby tissues, and it may progress to invasive cancer if untreated. So it's very important, if you know or you think you have a family history of breast cancer, to make sure you are very familiar, you go to the doctor on a regular basis to check these certain things that you can be sure. So if you do have breast cancer, they can catch it early, so that way you can get treated for it. So there are different ways that you can do self-breast examinations, and it's very important for you to at least do it once a month as a female to know your body. It's okay to look at yourself in the mirror to just see if there's any different changes occurring in your body, lifting up your arms, doing different things just to see and to make sure everything is still within normal limits. And if you do find anything, any lumps, any kind of nipple discharge, it is imperative that you go seek your doctor to make sure to ask questions as to, okay, so what is this? I have this unfamiliar thing that I'm not used to seeing. What is it? And a lot of men ask this question, can men get breast cancer? Yes, breast cancer is found in men as well. There are 1 out of 100 cases of men that are diagnosed with breast cancer every year. So it is also important for men to also get checked as to see if they have breast cancer, so they don't get into far cases, so they won't have anything spread throughout their bodies as well. There are 4 stages of breast cancer, and it's very important to catch it early on if you want to get treated. So if you want to get treated, and there are treatment for breast cancer. The different treatments always depends on how far along it is you are in your stages. So if you are in stage 1, more than likely you're not as far off, so there are different things that the doctors can do. And breast cancer are not treatable. With the technology that's out there now, with the different medicines that are out there, you are easily to find that there are different cures for breast cancer, although it may be recurring, but rarely, if you keep up with it and you go to your doctor on a normal basis, if you are diagnosed with breast cancer, you are able to find that there are different ways to treat it. In some cases, if there's no way to treat it, you can always go and get it removed, just so you can get rid of the entire tissue, so that way you are just safe, and then you can just take away the different surroundings around your breast tissue, so keep it from spreading. So a lot of doctors will recommend that you do just remove the entire breast, just so you are safe. But this is what I have on breast cancer for now, and if you have any questions, just go to your local health care provider to get more questions and to just ask them, okay, what can I do to treat myself, or I'm noticing this and that. So just go to your health care provider if you have any questions. So till next time, I'm Kenya.
All that we are is the result of what we have thought. The mind is everything. What we think, we become. I'm Tony Hobbs, host of MSPR's new show, Good Vibes. Each week, I'll be sifting through hours of material to bring you the best in adult alternative music. You can expect to hear from bands such as Coldplay, Mumford & Sons, The Kicks, and much more. Good Vibes, Mondays from 7 to 10 p.m. on Morehead State Public Radio.
Welcome back.
Well, this is all they wrote. Second episode. It was a great episode. I hope you really enjoyed it. We talked homecoming. We talked arts. We got a lot of things coming up on campus. We'll be back in 2 weeks for co-host Matt Johnson.
This is Kenya Hervey, and this concludes our show. Hope to see you next time in our show.